Joining me now is John Jadeston, who is Technical Director of 5G IC at Intel. John, thanks for talking to us today. We're surrounded here by 5G and IoT demos. What is the objective of Intel's 5G IC?
The idea behind starting up the 5G and IoT Innovation Center was really about moving the conversation from technologies into use cases and business models that make sense for end customers. So this is really a customer-facing innovation center.
So this is important, isn't it? Bringing the different business centers together. Does this enable the whole of Intel to have buy-in?
The customer journey in this center, we don't start with the underlying technologies that Intel is providing. We start with what a 5G and IoT use case makes possible. How does this introduce new revenue opportunities? How does this save cost or increase efficiencies for different industries out there? That's the customer conversation we want to trigger in here. Then, of course, as we go through the customer journey, when they start thinking about how do we actually implement this, what software stacks do I need, what partnerships do I need with hardware OEMs and so forth, we can drill into the underlying technologies and we can throw as many engineers as needed into it. But the customer journey starts with, why is this important? What does this make possible for the customer? What problems are we solving for you, dear customer, in your digitization journey?
So how does 5G fit in here? Are all these demos applicable to 5G and all rely on 5G technologies?
These are all use cases that will benefit highly from 5G technologies as they become available. Obviously, today, the 5G network rollout is not available everywhere around the world. So what you have to think about is each and every use case today can probably be run on available technologies, but in scale. When you multiply this by 1,000 or by 1,000,000 instances, that's where you really need to start getting the higher bandwidth, the lower latency, the guaranteed bandwidth sort of capabilities that a 5G network brings. So think about what a use case makes possible today in one instance, multiply it by 1,000 or by 1,000,000. That's when you realize that the 5G network is needed to power this up. What you see in here, in all of the demos, they have one thing in common, and that is that they are using edge computing. They are putting computing, cloud capabilities very, very close to where the user is actually interacting with the demo. And you will learn from the presenters how edge computing has impact on the experience and why that is mission critical to the experience.
So all this demonstrates how Intel is creating a platform and environment for innovation within the telecoms industry.
At Intel, we thrive on partnerships. We know that innovation gets spun up faster if we can partner with other progressive companies with rich ideas. So creating this sort of environment where we not only talk about technology, but also the applicability, it's really part of where our DNA is taking us.